Hello interwebs, I am Josh Gary from joshg.tv and this is The Soapbox Show.
Welcome to The Soapbox Show. I don't have a catchy song, but if I did, this is where it would go.
Okay, let me pull out my soapbox and start on this week's topic. This week's topic is child safety. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for child safety, but some parents and some adults take it a little too far. One example, the child leash. Nothing says humiliation more than being treated like a common dog. I just kind of laugh when I see these people out in public. But that's an example. Another example is playgrounds. When I was little, the playground used to be made of wood and metal. You had metal steps, a metal ladder, you had big huge wooden beams, and the padding, in case you fell off, were wood chips. Big chunks of wood chips that would splinter and stab and poke. Now you get playgrounds and they're wrapped in padding and they're filled with foam and plastic and things that normally don't hurt you. And they've got this neat little, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a little pad that, like, when you step on it, like, your foot kind of sinks down a couple inches. It's pretty interesting. But when I was little, if you got hurt on the playground, that's how you learn not to get hurt the next time. So you came down off the slide, you came down a little too fast, you maybe come off the slide, you get poked by a wood chip, you get wood chips in the face, something. You learned next time, hey, don't do that. When I was little, we had a game called lawn darts. And lawn darts, you had a huge dart, about yay big, and it had a needle about as big as my pinky. And you drew little circles in the grass, and you kind of threw the lawn dart and tried to, just like a regular game of darts. But of course, we were kids, that's not how we played it. How did we play it? You threw it straight up and tried not to die, basically is what you did. You couldn't get away with selling that nowadays. No possible way, because somebody would either sue or the company would be taken over by angry moms or parents that don't know how to tell their child no. Plain and simple. Now, when I was a child, the school I went to, give or take kindergarten to second grade, give or take, one day we had a summer outdoor, enjoy the water, outside, goodness play date kind of thing. And we went to such playground that had the wood chips as the padding. And we brought out a slip and slide. Now, for you that don't know what a slip and slide is, a slip and slide is basically a piece of plastic that is stretched across the ground and water run over it. And you get a running start and you smack on your belly and you just kind of slide across it. Not the typical, hey, that sounds like a good idea, sense of fun, but hey, kids love it. Now, we did this on the wood chips. So can you imagine this strip of plastic being spread out on these wood chips? And the wood chips are sticking through and it's creating this Category 5 whitewater rapid kind of effect. And so we run full bore, smack onto it, slide, and it's a little bit of a rough ride. And then at the end, there's nothing to stop you. So guess what you did? That's right, you skid across the wood chips. Could a teacher get away with that nowadays? No, wouldn't even think about it. Basically, what I'm trying to say, Internet, is that kids are going to be kids. Let them be kids. Don't try to overprotect them, because if you try to overprotect them, they're not going to learn. Nature puts this little thing in your brain that if you get hurt doing something, your brain says, hey, maybe I shouldn't do that again. And that's how you learn. If you don't do that to your children, if you don't let them learn, now I'm not saying let them run around the yard with steak knives. You got to draw some common sense here. But at least let them enjoy being a kid. So that's about it for this week's episode of The Soapbox Show. If you want to get on your soapbox, send me an email at thesoapboxshow@joshg.tv. Get on your soapbox. Either write it out, make a video and send it to me, whatever you want to do. I'll take a look at them. Hey, you never know. Your topic may be this show's next topic. You never know. So, until then, this is Josh Gary from joshg.tv.